Alright, in this video we are going to see how to create this hover effect using CSS3. Now let me show you how to create it. So let me open a folder for that. In that folder we just have one thing, which is just the image, and we need to create two files. The first is index.html, the second one is style.html. We create the control N index.html, and the other file control N control S style.css. All your code exclamatory tab and link the style sheet, which is style.css. Now the HTML is very simple. We just need to have a container, and the container we have two attribute, data hyphen title, which is what we can give is green park, and data hyphen text is going to be nature. You can have anything over here. Now since we have this, so let me use the font awesome, sorry, not font awesome, I'm just going to import the font, which is Roboto. Copy pasted it from a previous exercise. Now for all element I have added the font Roboto, and for all element I have removed the margin and padding and added the box sizing border box. Now we have container, so let me use the container and give width of 300, so 400 pixel, it's going to be a rectangle, and a height of 300 pixel, and the background image URL, in the URL you are going to have nature.jpg. so let me show you how does this looks. Control O, it's in the desktop, and this is it. Now for the body, let me have the background color black, and I want the container to be at the center of the screen, so display flex align item center will vertically align, justify some content center will horizontally align. So I'm going to give the height 100% of viewport height. Viewport height simply the screen, viewport is screen, and height, and the vertical alignment will only work once you give height to it, or else it won't work. Now it would be at the center. Now we are going to play with the pseudo elements, pseudo element before and pseudo element after. I want you to note on this before, because I would be copy pasting after. So to make the before work, we need the content attribute, or else it won't work. Now position absolute, so to have position absolute we need to give the container position relative. So position absolute bottom 0, width of 100%, height of 15%, and we can have background as red just to see. Now on the content we can have attribute attr attribute, and we can pass the HTML attribute. We have used the HTML data hyphen title. Now you can see there would be data hyphen title somewhere. So let's check where it is. Inspect, we have container, click on container. So I think the before is not working. Yes, it's there, you can see. So let me remove these codes and check, and yes, that works. Now let me give the color as white, and text align center, and if you want you can give the font size to rem cool. Now if you want you can change the color, use the color picker and choose the green, and you can reduce the opacity. Just copy this and paste it in place of red. Cool. Now as we already given height 15 pixel, So once I hover on the container, I want this before to have height of 100%. So there would be a quick movement once I hover it. So I don't want the quick movement, I want a transition. So what I can do is transition 0.5s. So you can see there's a small transition. So I'm going to give transition here as well, and it's going to be 2s. So if you see, once I hover it, it is going to take some time, and once I leave it, this transition is going to work. So once I hover, this transition is going to work. So you can see slow, fast. So you can rearrange it, reassign value to both of them. Now it's time for the after. Again, it's data text, and it's going to be at the top. Let me make this red, and let's show you how this looks. So instead of height 15, I want it to be 100% height, so it will overly curve. Now I want nature to be at the center, so display flex, align items center, justify content center at the center of the screen. Now again we can give the same color to this as well. Cool. Now what we need to do is, by default, the after should have transform translate y 100%, so it would be at the bottom. So you can see it's at the bottom. Now once I hover on the after, it should come up. So once I hover on the after, it should come up. So come up in the sense that translate would be 0. So there would be quick movement. I don't want the quick movement. So before that, call the container and give overflow hidden. Once I give overflow hidden, whatever is there outside the boundary, it would be hidden. What do you mean by outside the boundary? The height and width of the container is 300 by 400, sorry, 400 by 300. So whatever is there outside 400 by 300 is not going to show up. So you can see green and nature. Leave it. Cool. I hope you got it. So if you want, you can play with the font size. So green bar comes up because we have 0.2s. So we can give the quick transition to here as well. Quick transition and slow movement. So let me rearrange it. Let me give 2 pixel here, 2 second here, and a 0.5 second. Leave it. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.